Hi Sagittarius, and thank you to everyone who showed up in my live. Remember that we're going to be doing a love reading on Friday, and I'm going to be doing couples, meaning you and your person, and I'm going to be doing a singles reading for new love, that kind of thing. We're going to hope for the best. And Friday, Mercury goes direct, and let me just say from today forward, this Mercury retrograde is going to be horrid. If I were you, I would avoid conversation if possible. And just remember that chaos is part of the mix, y'all. So I just say that because I see things happening with people like it's crazy. All right. So this is your new moon reading, and I am seeing some repeating energies that I saw during the live. So I don't know, was I channeling Virgo or what? So Sagittarius, these are energies affecting you for the new moon. So, I mean, this isn't general in the way that this is how it's going to be for everybody. No, this is just you, Sagittarius. And let me just say that love is nowhere in here, Sag. I'm sorry, but I don't see relationships or love in here at all. So, I don't know. But it's kind of like your message from Virgo. Let's go there first, okay? And keep in mind, y'all, that I literally only use these cards for the new moon and the full moon. I don't use them any other time. So they definitely, have that energy, y'all. Okay. Last quarter moon in Capricorn, leave the past behind. Last quarter moon in Pisces, talk less, feel more. Full moon in Gemini, embrace the flow of life. So, I mean, there's such Sagittarius energies in here. So with the last quarter moon in Capricorn, and I have been feeling this within Sagittarius, because we don't sit in the energy of just sitting and doing nothing very well. We don't do it well. Okay, we like to take action, as all fire signs do, especially when we feel like something needs to be taken action on. And I feel like that may be, Virgo is trying to tell you, Sag, that, you feel like there are like things in the way between you and what you want, right? And this is about blockages. This may be like things you have waited for, right? And there's you wanting to do something, but Virgo's telling you, no, Sagittarius, it's not the time. It's not the time to do anything. Okay? Literally, not the time to do anything. Okay? And I mean, I watched a video recently that said that Sagittarius very much can be a micromanager, and I agree with that. Like, I totally agree with that, right? We want to do everything ourselves because we think we do it the best, just like Aries. But, so in terms of whatever it is that you think is standing in between you and what you want to take action on, and Virgo says no. Virgo says no, 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 no. Don't do it. Just don't do anything, Sag, is basically what they're telling you. Last quarter moon in Pisces means, stop talking about what you want and start feeling what you want. So you're not supposed to be out here sharing things about what you want. You're supposed to feel it. You're supposed to just feel it and go with the flow. Embrace the flow of life. Full moon in Gemini. Just however the current is moving, Sag, you're supposed to move with it. Okay, you're not supposed... And at the end of the day, the overall message for this is it's not time to take action. It's not time to do anything. Maybe plan, because we're definitely seeing that energy, but I'll get there, right? So on the bottom is the new moon in Aries. Go for it. The first quarter moon in Capricorn. Unleash your kindest self. So there is going to be a time for you to take action. What I do feel is that you're going to have to be careful about how you take action, Sag. You're not overly aggressive, because that's Aries. Like, Aries can be overly aggressive and come off kind of, I'm just going to say, combative and mean, right? And they want you to not do that. They want you to take your time, because definitely Capricorn does the right thing. But they take their time, because, you know, that's Saturn energy. It never, ever has Saturn moved quickly, in case you were wondering. And then we're having more Gemini energy. New moon in Gemini. Think it through. This is really telling you that when it comes time to act, and it will, you really need to think about how you do it. You really do. And are you doing it in a way that's kind of like good for everyone? That's very, Capricorn is very grounded, kind of do the right thing energy. And I always kind of feel like they try to do the right thing for others, right? But I really feel like this is how you do it. And so I don't feel like you need to go at it like an Aries. You know, Aries is very aggressive. Aries very much is about getting there first. And what they're telling you is you don't need to get there first. You just need to get there. Right? You just need to get there. So you can go at it slow and steady. Right? And I feel like this is the bigger picture you're supposed to see. Yeah, I said what I said. So as far as surprises, this is nice. Sun in Sagittarius. Hells yeah. That means you're really in your power here and feeling very positive and feeling very pumped up about something. And I feel like this is a new idea, Sag. Okay, it could be a business, but it's a new idea that you're wanting to take action on, and you're feeling good about it, right? Because, you know, the ninth house is the, you know, the house of discovery. This is something new you're discovering that you want to do, and you're so pumped up about it. And then we have, you know, this is maybe it's a new way you're in service to others, because this is Virgo energy. The sixth house is how we serve others, right? And it's criticism, so it could be that you receive some criticism from others. It definitely could be. But, you know, like, maybe people are saying to you, right, like, well, how are you going to get the money for this, Sag? Where's the money going to come from? Because we have speculation and resourcefulness. Where's the money going to come from? Well, there's a good possibility the money might be coming from family. But if not, the money is showing up. The money is showing up. You don't need to worry about that. And it could actually be a Cancer who is helping you. Just saying. I said what I said. Yeah, I do. Or a Libra. It could be a Libra, actually, because this is the seventh house that helps you. Someone that you have a relationship with. Or, you know, it could be any kind of relationship, really. Because the seventh house is the house of partnerships. Maybe you're going to have a partner. You know? Yeah. Okay, let's get to it. So, Sag, where are you too critical of other people? Because, you know, with Virgo, there is this tendency to be critical or to be criticized. You know, Virgo is very much too hard on themselves and can be critical of other people as well. If you know a Virgo, you know, that is kind of true, right? And I feel like the way that you may be critical in other people is that, okay, so we see the moon here. So, you know, maybe with people who are a little bit darker, right? Who tend to be moody or kind of, I don't want to say depressed, but, you know, people that come from a darker place. I feel like you maybe constantly try to make those people be positive, And in this case, it may actually be a problem. We have to let people go through their moods. So keep that in mind. This could also have to do with the way people move. Like if you feel people move too slowly, or they just, why don't you see this? It's as clear as day. You know, that kind of energy. How you're too hard on yourself, Sagittarius. Here's the thing. I feel like there could be this energy if you don't feel like you're where you're supposed to be, right? Or you don't feel like opportunities are coming in, or it could be in terms of when opportunities come in, maybe you feel like you're not qualified for it with the Hierophant, like you don't know enough. But I also feel a way in which Sagittarius is often hard on themselves is we are nonconformists. Okay, we just are, and I feel like sometimes for us that's a hard flow. It sets us apart from others. We do things differently, right? And so, you know, it could be that you're not seeing opportunities in terms of commitment. But I kind of feel like you either think you don't know enough for opportunities that are available, or it's kind of like you beat yourself up about being different and think that in some way that affects opportunities for you, you know? Because that's the Hierophant. I mean, that's the system, right? The Hierophant's about the hierarchy, about how things, like, just because you do things differently doesn't make it wrong. And if you think that because you do things differently, it blocks opportunities from you, that's just not true. Okay, that's just not true. And, you know, that's kind of what I'm feeling, because this is how you're hard on yourself. You know, maybe there's at some level even a little bit of a, I wish I was, you know, like other people or something like that, or I don't know enough for what's available. That keeps playing in my mind. I don't know why, but yeah. So don't do that, Sag. So what do you need to heal, Sagittarius? The Hangman with the Eight of Cups and the Ace of Swords. There is a need for you here, Sagittarius, to see other people's points of view. Okay? Like, and this is very Sagittarius. Like, to Sagittarius, it's all just the truth and nothing else, right? And this is all about the perception of truth. And the fact that everyone has their own truth doesn't make it less true, because it's true for them. And so there's a need for you to look beyond something just being a truth or a lie, right? And understand that other people have their own truth. Yeah. It could also be the energy of hanging on to people too long and the need to step off of people quicker. But I'm really feeling like it's the original thing. But I want to give you a couple options. So what is the big picture you're missing, Sagittarius? Two of Wands, Nine of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Get out of your head, okay? This is kind of the worry about what is best for you, what road you should take, what is your best path. There's a sense of really being stressed out about it. And the truth is for you to stop being stressed out about which road to take and figure out what's really important to you. Because when you figure out what's really important to you, the road becomes clear. Very clear. Yep. So new experiences, Sagittarius. Let's do it. The Chariot. We're traveling. Yay! We're traveling. The Chariot, the Magician, and the Page of Pentacles. I actually think some new experiences that might be coming in for you is traveling, for sure. And the Magician, so creating things, right? And this is creating things with your own skills, right? So yay. Like the Alchemist, man, taking yourself out of bad situations. It can be because the Magician turns things from bad to good, right? They learn how to use the bad to make it good. But I actually feel like this is you creating new things, maybe even improving your skills, maybe learning a new skill. That could be possible. But you're using your skills here to help other people, I feel. You're learning a way to use your skills, okay, to create something. And the Page of Pentacles, you may be going back to school, taking a class, whatever. And this is going to bring in new opportunities for you, Sagittarius. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Sag. I love it so much. I love it so much. Okay, so let's get some advice for you, Sagittarius. And we're just going to use this deck because my desk is such a mess, Sag. My desk is such a mess. We'll get some closing messages for you. For Sagittarius, for the new moon. You know, what could you do? What would help you, you know, with this new moon energy? What would help you? You know, ritual is good. You know, writing down what new things you would like to try, new experiences. But also, you know, it's a great time to not actually take action on goals, but it is a great time to think about ideas, some things you would like to do or produce or whatever. And also, how can you make your life easier, Sagittarius? Virgo wants you to simplify your life. So how could, you know, maybe it's a new routine. You know, maybe, I know we don't like schedules. I don't like them either. But maybe that's what's necessary, you know, so that you have more time in your day for the things you want to do. How could you focus on your health, Sag? Maybe you could start a new exercise program. Maybe I could stick to the wall Pilates like I said I was going to. But those are the types of concepts that Virgo wants you to think about. Okay, Sag. So what would help you during this new moon? What would help Sagittarius during the new moon? Oh, jeez. Nine of Cups. Focus on your happiness, Sag. King of Wands. Eight of Cups. Like they want you to travel. What would help Sagittarius? See something new. So go somewhere you've never been before. Even for a day. What would help Sagittarius during the new moon? What would help Sagittarius? Wheel of Fortune reversed. Okay. Maybe it's not time for change yet. What would help Sagittarius? What would help Sagittarius? Oh. Why is the Wheel of Fortune reversed? Five of Cups and the Sun. I mean, honestly, don't focus on things that aren't changing, Sag. Don't deal with things that aren't changing. Don't feel bad about it. You know, especially if this is about love. If there's, you know, a relationship that just isn't changing. Five of Cups. There's nothing for you to do. Let it go. You know, focus on being happy and don't focus on whatever didn't work out or whatever isn't changing. Focus on what you want to see. You know, because with the Sun, it's enlightenment. It is the start of things. Focus on that. So that can tell you that maybe you may be thinking about things too much that you want to change but that aren't changing. You know, and you're being called not to. So tell me about the Six of Swords. And also, don't focus on what happened in the past. Don't focus on what someone did. Have the conversations about, what you did isn't important, but how can we be happy now? Just move on. Six of Swords. Yeah, Three of Swords. Like, have healing conversations, right? Think about, like, not what hurt, not what you're sad about, not what you lost, but moving away from it. Only speak about moving away from it, right? Ten of Pentacles, believing that everything will work out. And the Four of Pentacles. Like, especially if you're trying to get, everything stabilized in your life or a relationship, or in terms of getting what you want, has to start somewhere, Sag. Okay, so you're being asked not to focus on the end game so much, but to focus on the building of it, the foundation. And how do we do that, Sag? By taking care of ourselves, by nurturing ourselves, and not feeling like we're trapped. You're not trapped. You're not trapped. Page of Wands. You're not trapped. You're never trapped, and I saw it in my reading this morning too. It was like, be more of the mindset of discovery, not what's holding you back. So I hope that helps, Sagittarius. Happy New Moon.